Hey, good morning. How are you doing? Hi, good morning. Hello. How y'all doing today? All right, I'm gonna give it just a little bit more, a minute. Let everybody kind of get situated. We won't be here long today. Oh, let me move the mic closer to me. We won't be here long today. I actually have about, let me look at the clock. I have a good 15 minutes and then I have to run to another call. So I'm gonna share the lead, have a couple, share some resources, and then I gotta go. I'm gonna get my stuff up on the screen. That way I can boom boom and give these hot leads to y'all. All right, I'm gonna turn the music off. And we're going to go ahead and jump in here because, like I said, I'm coming here real quick with these hot leads. Last night I went live. I was on live for about an hour. If you caught that live, thank you so much for coming. We were able to chit chat. That's how I like to do my lives. But today I have so many calls booked. I said, there is no way I'm going to have time to post a video. And I said, well, let me just get on live. I can share the leads. Y'all have the info you need. We can go about our day, okay? So hello to everybody. I want to call out everybody's name, but I gotta get into these hot leads. All right. Now I have a couple. I was looking and I was like, what's good to share today? I was getting a lot of requests for healthcare. So there's a company that I've shared before on my channel. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. And I will add these links to the description box after I get off. Probably, will I be able to add them? Because I have to go straight to another call. So I'll put the links in the chat box and you'll see the screen and you'll know the position name. How about that? I'll have to come back in and add them later. But the first company I want to share with y'all is a company called FinThrive. Now, this company used to be called InThrive, and they're on the mega list of jobs. Speaking of which, I use my own mega list of jobs. Okay. If y'all don't know about this resource, I have to give it a shout out. I do at the end of all of my videos, but this is on my website, remoteworklife.co. If you're looking for companies that hire you to work from home, come to this list. And right now there are 485 companies on it. Me and my team are always updating this list when we come across new companies that will hire you to work from home. So every time I, make a video, I'm like, oh, it's a new to this channel company. I'm excited because I can add it to this list. And this is free to y'all. So I have the direct link to companies' careers pages. And you can see, there's a lot of companies on here. And I give you some things that they're known for hiring for. But a lot of these companies offer a bunch of different positions. So you could really just get lost in this list. I'm just scrolling through so you can see it. So we actually have to update this because this is the company that I'm going to share today. You see, it was called InThrive, but now it's called FinThrive. So they changed their name. Now, if we go over to their Glassdoor, in case you're curious about, well, what does this company do? They are in the healthcare services and hospital industry. And so they offer a software as a service technology that helps simplify and automate the revenue cycle from end to end. So that's what they're into. Now, there are two positions that I'm going to show you. Okay, I was going through these. The first one is called their Rep 1 Revenue Assurance position. It's full-time, and they talk about, some of the really great benefits that they offer. Fully remote, flexible time off. You get professional development opportunities. That's a good thing. And then I always love when I see like a company point that out, like 12 weeks of paid parental leave. So what are you going to do when you have your, baby, or, your wife gives birth? Hey, you're okay because they have that. So that's a really great benefit. Now, this position, I want to say that it is a mostly non-phone role, but remember last night we were talking about there's no job that you can get away with not communicating. Now, you're going to have to communicate with the, let me just sort of paraphrase up here. You're going to, as a Rep 1, assist clients in completing payer enrollments in order to successfully submit and receive electronic EDI transactions. So you'll have to communicate with the appropriate stakeholders throughout the enrollment process cycle. Now, when you get into the duties of it, they don't specify, a phone. They don't say you got to take calls. They don't really get into, a number of inbound calls or outbound calls. You just have to communicate. So you might have, the option to do that via email. And then, of course, sometimes picking up the phone is easier. But the experience level was really what, got my attention, because down here where it says what you will bring, intermediate experience with Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel, and Outlook, intermediate healthcare and revenue cycle experience, intermediate analytical thinking and problem solving, ability to work alone or with a team, to work remotely and self-manage, the skill to articulate excellent communication, verbal and written. And it says associate or bachelor's degree or equivalent experience. So if you've done something like this before and you have the experience, then that would suffice. So this is the Rep 1 Revenue Assurance position. So do they actually require you to use a phone? Probably, but it's not taking back-to-back phone calls. So I'll just check in real quick in the chat before I share the second lead. What do y'all think about that role? Anyone have experience with doing something like that? Has anyone ever done a position like this? And let me put the link to it in the chat box. But you can definitely go to FinThrive's career website and find the link to this lead. So I just put the link in the chat box. Okay, so something that, might be new to a lot of y'all. Now, they have a second position that's more along the customer service line. Let me share my screen again, and I'll show that one. Sometimes these work for you, sometimes they don't. It's okay, but at least y'all know what's out there. Like, y'all are on top of it because you know what's out there. Now, another lead that FinThrive has is their healthcare customer support analyst position. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all how much that one pays. Let me look at my notes here because we need to know about how much it pays. So for the Rep 1 position, they didn't have that exact role listed on their Glassdoor. I checked. I was looking through their salaries. But the closest thing that I found was for both of these, since they're sort of in like that customer service space, about $19 per hour for both of these. And it could be more. But again, when companies don't list their salaries, you kind of have to do some digging and, put some comparable positions side by side and see how much those pay so that you know where to sort of start off with your negotiations. So this one pays about $19 per hour, and this one was listed like a customer service role. Now, this opportunity, both of these are available US wide. Now, this one, same great benefits, but what you're going to do is it says the senior solutions manager with FinThrive is a product expert and is a key player in supporting the client during all stages of product post-implementation. And, that kind of confused me a little bit because they're talking about the solutions manager, but then this is a healthcare customer support analyst role. So I don't know if they mixed it up. I don't know if they mixed up the description. But then when you get into the actual duties, they get into communicate with others, general customer service type things, documenting and all of that. And the only experience that they require you to bring, which caught my attention, 2 years of experience in the healthcare industry, solid knowledge of all Microsoft Office products, high school diploma or GED. And so it would be nice to see if you had these other things, but you only have to bring this stuff. So, 2 leads that I saw. I know y'all like healthcare, so I'm not sure if any of these are what you're interested in, but hey, 2 leads might be for somebody. Now, I have another hot lead that I'm going to share. This one, it's a phone-based position. So y'all might not like this. It's split. Some of y'all say don't talk about a phone. Other folks, you're open to a phone. And I will also give y'all a little tip. If you've been on the phone at call centers and you want to now take it to the house, I know you want to go from working in a call center to working from home, not on a phone, but you can actually have an easier experience getting online jobs when you already have work from home experience. So it might not be the smoothest transition that you want, but you could actually start working from home in a similar role that you've been doing out there in the world. Now you can add work from home experience to your resume, and then you can be more marketable and employable for those non-phone type things that you want to do. Because companies love to see that you already know how to do the work from home thing. A lot of folks can't work from home. They just don't have the capacity to do it. So a strategy, a tip, take it, leave it. But let me show y'all the second one because I got to get out of here soon. It's 11:54 and I got to go in a couple minutes. But the next lead that I'm going to share is from a company that you probably are familiar with. Okay, it's called Cox Enterprises. Now, let me go to the home page because if you're I'm not sure I know about Cox. Cox is in a lot of stuff. I pressed the wrong button. Okay. So that's the careers page. Let me get back to their Glassdoor. So coxenterprises.com. Okay. So Cox Enterprises is in a lot of different industries. Okay. They've been in business for 125 years, and it still took me to their jobs page, but that's okay. We can see what we need to see about them. But they are a part of, I believe, the Cox Communications family, if I'm not mixing them up. They have also an automotive division. There's other divisions within this company as well. And they hire in the US and Canada. Yeah, so Cox Communications, that's the cable company. And cable companies are regional. So back in Middle Georgia, where I'm from, we had access to Cox Communications. When I came to Atlanta, certain places I lived, it was just Comcast or who else? Xfinity. It just depends. So they do the cable stuff. And then they have the automotive. And then there's something called clean tech, which I'm not familiar with that part of their business. But one of these might ring a bell for y'all. Now, they have a remote opportunity for their customer care specialist 2 role. And if you go to their careers, you can actually toggle where it says remote work and you can see what they have available. Some of these may not work for your location or, just in general for you, but they have quite a few things. They have like 997 remote positions listed. So I would definitely encourage you to come here if you want to see what else they have. Now, the lead that I'm going to show is this customer care specialist 2 role, but I just want to show y'all, if you go to the job category and you click the drop down, if there's like a certain area that you're interested in, you can select that and that'll help you find, a little easier than scrolling through almost 1,000 jobs, what you're looking for. So let's say, like, for example, the customer care group. Let's just see what that yields. Okay. And so they have a technical customer care specialist 1 position. They have a customer care specialist 2 role. All right. A 1 role, but that one isn't US wide. And yeah, so it looks like and then a senior customer care. Oh, in the client. So I will come here and take a look if you're okay with talking on the phone, because in this lead, okay, is US wide. They let us know that you're going to be on a phone, taking upwards of 75 plus calls a day. So again, this is only for the folks who don't mind being on a phone. Now, they tell the hours here. The hours are Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time, and Saturdays 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern time. And you'll work a shift within that time frame. So those are the hours that they're open. And then your shift will be sometime between then. So you're going to take inbound phone calls, chats, and email inquiries regarding advertising products and or services. And this is for their automotive division. So that's what this role is for. So I will put the link to this position in the chat box. And then I'll also put the link to the careers page, the search that I did. But you guys, it is 11:59. I have a call that I need to jump on. And so I got to go. But I told you, I'm just going to come here and drop off these hot leads. And y'all can, check out these companies and see if you like anything. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. And I hope you guys have a very blessed, thriving Thursday. And I'm going to try getting back on live tomorrow morning as well. And hopefully I'll have a little bit more time to chat. So take care. Bye.